Hello. I'm at the university in the middle of a run, and it's nice. It was really hot today, but it's a little bit breezy right now. It's nice. It's Tuesday. I fought on Friday, and I just talked to Den. I'll have another fight on Tuesday, so in a week, going back to Le Cour Stadium. It's the one with like all the bars around it. But I'm happy to be able to fight again really soon, so not taking a full week break in between fights. I really didn't like my last fight, how it went, so getting back in the ring is kind of, to me, the best way to wash that taste out of my mouth. It was a disappointing fight in a lot of ways. I kind of fought her the same way that I fought her before, despite having worked on a number of things that I just didn't implement in the fight. I wrote about this on my blog. It's unrealistic to think that, these changes are going to come about in such short time. It's just that it doesn't feel like such short time to me. And you can make pretty drastic changes in very short amounts of time. So it's just unfortunate that the ones that I really needed to make are not the ones that took place. But I did cut off the ring much better. That was a big improvement for sure. Ultimately I just didn't do enough in the fight. Andy at the end said that he thought I did enough to have, pulled it out in the 5th round, but that obviously that's not the way it went. And if you don't finish a fight yourself, you really have no business saying whether or not the judge's decision was right. So it's been a little bit rough actually since that fight. It's been kind of a difficult week. Just when you win, you can do all the things wrong. I could have fought that exact same fight and won, and just kind of, because you have the victory, you don't feel bad about it. You still know the things you need to work on. But when you lose, all of a sudden it becomes this, what are you doing wrong, and kind of pointing fingers at what part of training is wrong and stuff. And I really don't think I'm training wrong. I think that I'm just not able to bring it into the ring yet, which is a really frustrating obstacle to be coming up against all the time. But again, it's the sparring thing. I don't get enough sparring, and if you don't actually have the context of having tried these things that you're working on under pressure, then you can't really expect to be able to use them under pressure in a fight. I was really upset this morning because Andy was telling me that he thinks I should not put my stuff up online anymore, that, obviously the Thai girls I'm fighting are not studying my tape. I laughed because I fight every 2 weeks, so they know me from actually fighting me over and over again. So yeah, that's not the same thing as like looking at someone's footage and, being able to reference it and that type of thing. It's referencing from memory, but I don't fight different enough between each of these fights that they're not going to have accurate memories of, that I come in and that I don't kick a lot and things like this, things that I'm trying to change. And I guess it's frustrating to me because I don't expect people to fully understand why I put everything up online, because nobody does. So, being kind of at least the only person I know who does it, and potentially one of the only persons in the world who really does it, I really don't expect people to, fully rally behind it, especially in the fight game where, there are all of these ideas about keeping things under the cuff and whatever. The thing that's kind of legit about it is that, people do study your tape and all this stuff, but I'm not fighting girls in the West right now. I'm not sure that I will be fighting girls in the West anytime soon or in the future. Like, I really don't know what it is. And to me, it's far more important to be doing what I'm doing because I love it than to pretend like I care that there are people watching my tape for ill purposes. Like, I think that I get so much more out of sharing it and the people who have contacted me because they're benefiting from it. And it's, either love it or leave it alone. So I don't know. I feel kind of down about it, I guess. I don't like being misunderstood. I don't like being told that something that I'm doing is totally ridiculous, and if I'd won that fight, it wouldn't have been a conversation, which is stupid. So making a video that I'm gonna post online, and you know, I'm fighting again on Tuesday, so I'm in the middle of training right now. Gotta get going with my sprints, but just checking in. I have to do a border run tomorrow, so no training tomorrow. I'll be on the bus all day up to Myanmar and then coming back down. But that marks the 6-month mark of being in Thailand, which is pretty amazing. So more of this, and getting better all the time. So hopefully much better in this next fight. See you guys later.